So I have this miniature that I've been wanting to paint for forever. It's a 75mm bust of a pig in a suit smoking a cigar, and I absolutely love this model. But it's sat on my desk for like a year and a half, and I still haven't painted it. So I think it's finally time. I just got a brand new set of paints that I cannot wait to try out. They're the Proacryl Signature Series from Ninjon. I was super excited to get these paints because they're all warm tones, and usually when I paint, I tend to lean more towards the cold side of the spectrum, but I love the look of warm tones, and so I've been wanting to explore with that more, but I just haven't gotten around to it. And so this set of paints seems like the perfect excuse to finally give it a try. I've been precious with this model because I love it so much. I want it to be perfect when I paint it, and I want to have the perfect plan for executing that. But it's never gonna look good if I never paint it. And I can always just get another one if I want to try again. I printed the model out on my 3D printer, and I got it from Thingiverse. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to get it for yourself. So I'm setting myself a goal. I'm gonna start and finish this miniature today. No pressure, no perfect plan, just a fun way to experiment with some new paints. So let's get started. So I started by base coating the head with dark plum. I've never used Proacryl paints before, and the first thing I noticed was how thin they were out of the bottle. Miniature paints are usually thinner in consistency, but these were even thinner, which I actually liked. To highlight, I mixed in a bit of the sunny skin tone, dark warm flesh. I want to have one side of his face in the light, and the other only lit by the cigar, so I'm focusing mostly on the left side. Because of how thin the paints are, the layers were slightly transparent, so I went back and reinforced some of the highlights with a second pass. I've mixed in a bit more dark warm flesh, which I'll continue to do for the rest of the highlights. Mixing in the warm color with the purple tone results in a bit more of a desaturated look because these colors are on opposing sides of the color wheel. But because the dark warm flesh didn't lean too much into the yellow, the effect wasn't so pronounced that it turned the midtones totally gray. Some of these layers look pretty harsh going down, but they darken a bit once they dry and end up looking a lot more subtle. Here I used some of the dark magenta, which has a very high saturation due to the fact that it's only one pigment, and I glazed over some select areas to bring some slight tonal variations and areas of saturation into the flesh. Now we're at the final pass of highlights. For this pass I used pure dark warm flesh, but very sparingly. And now here's some footage of me highlighting the top of the cigar. It was at this point that I used a color not from the Proacryl set for the first time. I used this orange to paint the end of the cigar and some glow on the face. I also used this orange to highlight the inside of the ears, which I then glazed with the dark magenta. I wanted them to have that bright, transparent look to them. Then I used a red tone and highlighted the tie and handkerchief, which were also base coated with the dark plum. I mixed in some more of the dark warm flesh for the highlights. Then I highlighted his shirt collar with the red-gray mixed with dark ivory. I glazed a bit of dark plum into the shadow side for a little extra color depth. I finished off the model by highlighting the suit with a few layers of black mixed with dark plum and red-gray. And I think we're done. Well, there are some things I'd change if I did it again, but overall, I'm really pretty happy with it, and I'm glad that I finally got it painted. It does look so much better. So I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you learned something, and I encourage you to, if you can, print it out and try painting it for yourself. Anyway, that's it for this one. I've got a super big video that I'm working on right now, and I'm going to try and have it out by the end of the month, so stay tuned for that and subscribe so you don't miss it. Otherwise, have a good rest of your day and try to get some painting in. Bye.